Did you know 2 years ago, I did not even know what an esthetician was. I had zero idea what an esthetician was. In fact, my running joke is if 2 years ago you would have told me you're an esthetician, I would have said, bless you, because I thought you sneezed. One of the questions I get quite a bit is, Wick, how on God's green earth you, a brown, bald man, became so popular in the aesthetics community in this short period of time? Let me tell you. Let's get ready to rumble. All right. And that's what I'm going to share with you today is how and what the exact steps I took to get and run this group and all that other good stuff. If you don't know me, this is your boy Wick. Shut up. And the reason I share my knowledges with you is, one, I have over 20 plus years of sales and marketing experience. Shit that really works. Not theory, not like, hey, this should work. No, it works, right? I've pulled in millions and millions of dollars in contracts, federal government. That's who I work with. Department of Defense, Lockheed Martin, right? Fortune 500 companies, blah, blah, blah. So I am sharing all this vast knowledges that I've gained in all these other industries with you. Why? Because I care. That's probably why. All right. So first of all here, again, I'm a brown, bald guy, right? So in order for me to make a good first impression on a potential client, for me, my clients are estheticians. For you, your clients are, I assume local women in your community. Let's just stick with that. Let's just generalize. The first thing I did is I cleaned up my personal Facebook page. I cleaned it up. Step one, I cleaned it up. Why is that? Because people are nosy as hell, and they are going to judge you based on your personal Facebook page. People are like, well, it's my personal, I should be able to post whatever I want. Well, yeah, you can, but people are going to judge you on it. I remember just recently, blows my mind. And again, I just say things like I see them. Lord knows I've made a million mistakes, so I can talk shit because I've been stupid enough to make a lot of the same mistakes. Speaking of which, one of my cousins, really close cousin of mine, right? I remember one of our his first email addresses was sunilv187@yahoo.com. In fact, it might still be active if you send him an email. 187. 187 is if you're not familiar, that's the police code for murder. Someone gets shot or something like that. It's 187, right? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what a great email to give to potential clients. You know what I'm saying? So very similarly, there's a gal in the groups saying, I can't get business. It's hard. What can I do to get new clients? And I went on her page. Again, I will immediately go because I will click her name. Her name will go to her personal Facebook page. Are you with me? Are you following me so much? All right. And her cover photo on her Facebook page was a bunch of women with guns. And I was like, that doesn't quite say esthetician to me. That does not say skincare specialist, mask, or whatever the hell it is. All right. So people are going to judge you based on your personal page. If you got it private, why would you do that? You're just limiting the opportunity for people to get to know you. People say, well, it's my personal page and all this stuff. Well, to me, my money is personal. My business is personal. Me and my business are one. You may not look at it that way, but people will. People will judge you based on what you're doing, what you're saying. Are they resonating with you as a person? So many times I have done business with somebody, not because of the business, but because I liked the person. So I cleaned up my personal Facebook page. So when you go to my personal Facebook page, it is just obvious of what I do. Wick works with estheticians. He has his Facebook group, and join his group, and he gives business tips, tricks, and ideas, and he's funny and he's sarcastic and whatever my thing is. I always tell people my personal Facebook page as well as my business, think of it like a boutique. Somebody walks into a boutique. Have you ever gone to a boutique, you walked in and you just immediately left because it's just like, you looked around like that, this ain't for me, right? That's how a lot of your personal pages are. People look around like, I don't know about this person, and they bounce, and they will not be a client, right? But you've also gone to boutiques where you go and like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Oh, that's funny. And they got some funny memes over here. They got some funny t-shirts with logos and just funny shit on it, kind of like this one. I am the great Cornholio bunghole. If you don't know that, tough. Anyways, all right. So I cleaned up my personal Facebook page because, again, I'm a dude trying to meet women estheticians, so I can do that. So in the beginning, I had zero. I started with zero, and slowly I go, okay, these ladies are going to judge me. They're going to think I'm some creepy guy trying to slide in the DMs, woo, woo. Right? So I go, I need to make sure that they see who I am, they know what's up, and all that good stuff. So I cleaned up my personal Facebook page. So took out everything funky, everything risque or whatever, everything political, because I try not to talk politics because I'm instantly getting half the people can disagree with me. Why do I want to lose half of my potential client base based on, because I want to talk about politics? Not my thing. I want money. The only presidents I care about are the ones on the dollar bills and $100 bills and $1 million bills, if there is such a thing. All right, cool. So I cleaned up my personal Facebook page, right? 2, I got involved in groups. So again, you have to ask yourself this question: who is your ideal client and where do they hang out? So for me, again, it's different because my ideal client are estheticians. So I joined like Solo SD, a couple of these other esthetician groups that are out there that would have me. And whenever I saw a question regarding, hey, I'm thinking about getting business cards, what should I do? Or, hey, I'm going to get a logo. What do you look at? Anything business related, because I wanted to stay in my lane. I'm not giving skincare advice, right? I'm giving sales, marketing, branding, things of that sort of advice. And so I would get involved in this group. Whenever they had a question, I would literally go in there, start talking to this person and complimenting this person. Some other gal gave a great idea, I would do that. So I would just get involved with groups until people started to know who I was. And of course, I gave good advice, like shit. My advice is like gold, just nuggets, nuggets be dropping. Anyways, so for you, it is gonna be different. There are local Facebook mom groups, there are foodie groups, there are things to do in your neighborhood group, there are, if you knew you grew up in this town, if groups. What you want to do is go into those groups. You do not have to talk beauty. Your goal is to meet people and make friends. Imagine you are 4 years old in the playground again, and you want to play with the other kids, right? It's that same thing. All you're trying to do is just get to know people. Someone talks about a burger place. Oh, hey, where's the best place to get a burger? Oh my God, you should try this. Really? What, and if you do go there, I recommend you get this one. Talk to the manager. His name is Charles. He's amazing, really good guy, blah, blah, right? Just have conversations. And what's going to happen is you conversate with these people back and forth. One, you're going to meet some really good people in your community, right? Some really, really good people. Like how I have met a lot of you and literally just created some great bonds from just conversations and stuff, right? Just good times. And that's what you can do for your community. You get to know people, get to meet people, real estate agents, professionals, moms, whatever it is, right? And just start doing that. Start talking to these people back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then what I would do is like, oh my God, you sound like such a front. You sound like someone like I can just get along with. I'm sending you a friend request, right? I'm just boldly putting it out there. And 9 out of 10 times they would accept. I would send them a friend request and they would accept. Magic, right? Did this take time? Yes. Was I DMing and talking to a lot of people? Yes. Right. And here's the deal. One of my popular sayings that I should coin or whatever is you are always busy. You are either busy with clients, working on clients, servicing clients, or you are busy trying to get clients. So if you are not booked, fully booked, and you have downtime, instead of going on social media and reading other people's bullshit, which is making you zero money. Well, I'm trying to get ideas. Yeah, but you're not probably executing those ideas. You need to just stop. What you need to do is go into these groups, make friends. Your business is dependent on strangers coming into your business because they either know you, like you, trust you, and will give you a shot. Right. So I DM'd a lot of people. I contributed in groups all the time. I was literally morning, noon, and night. Whenever I had downtime, I was messaging. I was in groups, giving advice, doing this, helping, serving the community. Right. And that's what I did. And then the fourth thing, what I did then is I started my own Facebook group. So a lot of you may or may not know this, but this group, the Business Ideas, the Beauty Biz Launch Marketing Ideas group, was not my group. When I started this, I think about 2 years ago almost, I started a group called $1 Million Esthetician. And I'm like, oh, 6-figure esthetician, fuck 6-figure esthetician, making $1 million. Right? I'm like, that's what we're gonna do. So I started that and I got that group up to, I think it was about 1,000, right? Which is still pretty good of being a nobody and kind of starting that. And so I'm like, okay, this is gonna take a while. It's gonna, barely work all this time. We got it up to a G. And then what happened is some amazing gal, Paige, became the admin for the Marketing Ideas group. And she's like, I don't know how I became the admin. She goes, somebody started the group and then they bounced. And that group was already like at 5,000, right? So she saw me contributing group as well. The luckier you get, the you will reward you and your efforts. I did not see that coming. So for me to be able to go from 1,000 members instantly to 5,000 like that, right? That's some straight G shit right there. But again, that's how the universe works. The harder you work, the luckier you get. And more importantly, people notice you. Like Paige out of nowhere saw me or saw that I was contributing or doing this or whatever led her in my direction, right? So it got me from $1,000 to $5,000, right? That saved me months of time and energy and to already just take over a group. And then once I took over this group, then it was just, I just add gasoline to the fire and just said, let's go, the power of numbers and stuff like that. And now we're like at 20,000, which is cool. I really don't need the group to be much bigger than this. 20,000 is a good number, and that's more than enough. But that's all it was. And now what you still see me involved, you still see me with doing the good mornings, you still see me asking questions, trying to answer as much as I can. You still see me doing videos such as this, and that's how it all began. So again, if I had to break that down, if I had to go back and do it again, I would follow this exact same formula. Right? I would follow this formula of growing a community of people who know who you are. That is one of your biggest hurdles and problems when it comes to being successful. You are not as successful as you would like to be because not enough people know you. It has nothing to do with your aesthetic skills. It has nothing to do with you knowing the answers to everything. The thing is that a lot of people just don't know you, right? If you're like, well, a lot of people know me. How many know you? 100, 200, 300, 500? Well, yeah. Okay, well, you need to get 5,000 people to know you, because if you got 5,000 people to know you and 10% of those became clients, you have 500 clients. If you have 500 people who know you, 10% of that, you got 50 clients. Would you rather have 50 clients or 500 clients? Just saying, right? So again, but I had to clean up my page because I know people are going to judge me on, well, as soon as I'm giving advice in groups or all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. What are they going to do? They're going to click my my Facebook name, and it's going to go to my personal page, and it's going to have all the shizzy, right? The shizzy about who I am and all that other good shit, right? So start with that too. Get involved with local groups. It doesn't have to be mom groups. And when I say get involved, some of y'all just break my heart. Wick, I'm trying to post about my business. No, fool. Did I say anything? No one gives an F about your business. No one cares about your business except you. All right? You want to make friends, right? And some of those friends will become supporters and clients in your business. So if you're over there, they're only the groups only allow me to post every Tuesday. Well, no, you can post every day. They just don't want you to spam the group with your 50% off promotion and blah, 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 blah. Again, when I was contributing groups, I wasn't trying to sell anything. Zero. I first of all, I didn't have anything to sell. I still don't really. I don't know. I'm getting there. But it was just a matter of helping, being a good community member, adding to the community, right? Adding to the group, helping the group and things of that sort. And that was critical, right? The more you give, you'll be surprised of how much you get back in return. So I got involved with a lot of groups. I DM'd hundreds, if not thousands of people, just like, boo, boo, boo. Oh my God, that was amazing. Hey, thank you so much for commenting on that. I really appreciate you. You are awesome. Blah, 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 blah. And then I got, and then when I got the group, I started just inviting people into the group so they knew who I was. And then I started giving advice and help and tips. And then it kind of grew from there, right? So again, that is my formula. That is exactly what I did. The step-by-step process of this, I am going to break down in the Esthetician Business University class that I am putting together. It's going to be one of the classes, how to start a Facebook group, how to clean up your profile. And literally, this stuff will take 30 minutes. So each of the modules within Esthetician Business University will be between 30 minutes to an hour tops. You do a couple of those a week. You spend 2, 3, 4 hours a week, and you will do amazing things for your business. You'll be like, God dang, I didn't know it was so easy. Like have you ever procrastinated on a project or didn't do something that you had to do? And then you're like, and then you finally do it. And you're like, you know what? This was not that hard. Why on God's green earth did I procrastinate for so long? That's how a lot of this stuff is. We procrastinate because we think it's harder than it is. And then once you do it, you're like, ow, okay. I'm an idiot for not doing this earlier. So let us unidiotize each other. Hold on. Let me get my mushu. I wish I had a magic wand. I just got a noji. My noji's, in case you don't know. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. On about a Wednesday night, I unidiotize us both. Pop. All right, cool. You are now unidiotized. I am unidiotized. We are idiotized free. If that means anything. I don't know what that fuck that means. Whatever. All right. So hopefully this is a benefit to you. Learn this process. It is so simple. and it helped me grow from being completely unknown to I'm doing business conferences now, people trying to interview me, and I just don't have enough hours in the day, because as much as I would like to be interviewed and do this and do that, my focus is to serve you. So let me serve you first. Let me get some of these things going, and then you'll see me everywhere and doing things, and you'll be like, I know that fool. I remember Wick when he was just doing this stuff, and now he's rolling like a G. And I'm gonna be like, yup, rolling. All right. Be amazing. Talk to you soon, because being amazing pays oh so well. All right, y'all. Peace. Peace.